Right now, in 2026, computer memory is getting more expensive. Not because of computers, because of something else hungry for the exact same chips. In this video, you'll learn what RAM, ROM, and storage actually are. You'll learn why your phone lies to you a little bit, and why memory chips are suddenly getting expensive worldwide. By the end, you'll finally understand your own device's spec sheet.
Let's start simple. Imagine your computer is an office. RAM is your desk. Storage is your filing cabinet. When you work on a document, you pull it out of the cabinet and place it on your desk. Your desk is fast to use. You can grab anything on it instantly. But when you leave the office and the lights turn off, your desk gets cleared. Everything on it disappears. The filing cabinet is different. It's slower to search through, but everything inside stays there, even with the lights off. That's the core difference. RAM is fast, but temporary. Storage is slower, but permanent.
RAM stands for Random Access Memory. It holds the data your computer is using right now. Every open app, every open tab, every unsaved change, all of it lives in RAM while you work. Here's why RAM matters so much. When you switch back to an app you already opened, it appears instantly. That's because it's still sitting on your desk in RAM. But when you open a brand new app, it takes longer. Your computer has to walk to the filing cabinet, called storage, and carry that data all the way back to the desk. More RAM means a bigger desk. You can keep more things open without slowing down. Now, real ROM, read-only memory. This is not your desk and not your filing cabinet. It's more like a locked instruction manual bolted to the wall. ROM holds one small job. It stores the very first instructions your computer needs the moment you press the power button. This is called the BIOS, or firmware. Without it, your computer wouldn't even know how to start looking for its operating system. Here's the surprising part. ROM chips are tiny. Most hold only a few megabytes. Compare that to RAM, which can hold up to 256 gigabytes. That's tens of thousands of times bigger. ROM used to be famous for another job, too. Old video game cartridges, like the original Nintendo, stored entire games on ROM chips.
Here's the truth. When your phone says 128 gigabyte ROM, it's not talking about real ROM at all. It's talking about storage. Flash storage, to be exact. Years ago, phone companies borrowed the word ROM as a shortcut for storage space. It stuck, and now millions of phone boxes use the wrong word every single day. True ROM on your phone is actually tiny, just a few megabytes, hidden deep inside, doing its real job quietly. The 128 gigabytes you see is your actual filing cabinet, where your photos, apps, and videos live permanently.
So what is real storage? It's your SSD or your hard drive. Unlike RAM, storage is non-volatile. That means it keeps its data with no power at all. Unlike ROM, storage can be written to again and again. You can save new photos, delete old files, and install new apps anytime. Storage is much slower than RAM, but it's built for one job: keeping enormous amounts of data safe for years without needing constant power.
Quick pause. If your brain just went, "Oh, that makes sense now," hit like. It really helps this video reach more curious minds. And subscribe, because we explain one hidden tech secret every single week. Now, let's talk about something happening in 2026 that affects all of this.
Here's something wild happening right now. RAM prices are climbing worldwide in 2026. And it's not because computers changed. 3 companies make almost all the world's RAM chips: Samsung, SK Hynix, and Micron. Together, they control over 95% of the entire market. Normally, RAM supply grows fast every year, but in 2026, that growth has slowed down a lot. Why? Because these same companies are busy building a different kind of memory, one built specifically for AI data centers. Giant computer farms training massive AI models need enormous amounts of memory too, so factories shifted their focus there instead. Less factory space left for your laptop's RAM means higher prices for everyone.
Let's make this practical. For RAM, more means smoother multitasking. Light users are usually fine with 8 gigabytes. Most people today are better served by 16 gigabytes. Heavy users like video editors or gamers often want 32 gigabytes or more. For storage, think about what you keep. Photos, videos, and games take up huge amounts of space. In 2026, a solid starting point is around 512 gigabytes of storage. And remember, ROM itself, you never need to think about it. It's tiny, it's fixed, and it quietly does its one job in the background every single time you power on.
So now you know the truth. RAM is your desk, fast but temporary. Real ROM is a tiny, locked instruction manual, and storage, often mislabeled as ROM, is your true filing cabinet. Next time you see a spec sheet, you won't just read the numbers, you'll actually understand what they mean.
If this cleared something up for you, subscribe for more videos like this, and tell me in the comments, how much RAM and storage does your own device have? Also, there's an even smaller, even faster memory hiding inside your processor, called cache. It's so fast, it makes even RAM look slow. We'll crack that open next time. See you in the next video.